Ну что ж, продолжаем. Осталось по факту последнее скрыть свою мету. Я даже не могу посмотреть. Ну, проще говоря, половина по факту, вот то еще вот. И все, не надо. Ну что ж, погнали.
You really think you'll beat the world's course will be forever irreversible.
Здесь как раз таки вроде будто и всякая фигня, плакать и так далее.
As the sole audience of this eternal thing, I believe that since you can make Amphorius. Feeling a bit lost, as you now see this scene. The final, eternal recurrence. Behold, at the swordsman's side stands one he has sometimes called companion. He is the swordsman's ideal in his youth, the deliverer that guided him resolutely on hand. This time, under his guidance, what choice shall the hero make? There are many mysteries yet to be unwound. But if I may, allow me to temporarily yield the stage to one far more fitting. Plead the master of the countless memories we saw. The other important actor now stepping into the vortex. They will...
So, in the end you succeed. Executioner. With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world.
The time has come to once again start everything.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. Return to dust. May death protect us!
This ends now with your corpse. Ignite the dawn!
How is this possible?
The sons of destruction now twinned. You then set your blood ablaze, your fury.
Still not here for him? Cherish this festival. Time for a good old counter. Root here. Embrace a new life. Darkness with me. I weep for the departed.
Amphorius' fate has begun. After all, you've also been bathed in that eon's gate, much like that scepter we spoke. That's right. Now, allow me. The eternal land, known as Amphorius, is nothing more than the scepter's a bottomless well of fury.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
О, это самая музыка, по-моему, да? Да, это, по-моему, та самая музыка. Давайте погромче я сделаю, пофиг, чё бы и нет. Максимум, да, это максимум. Послушаем ее, если она будет, конечно, полностью.
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur.
Then why? Why must Amphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever, but in the end, the prophecy that led us, why does it look like this?
You see it too. Those burn marks. The flickering cubes. They're more like...
Standing here, the voices of Titans, they were coming from the Black Tide.
Or maybe...
Finan, do you still remember? The curtain seemed to contain all of Amphorius. There were countless versions of us, from countless different worlds.
Perhaps.
Yeah. As I gaze so, this is the reason the sky. We are just characters in this tiny world. What then is this so-called Era Nova? And what are the spectators? What?
As the Theoro. Thus is the synthesis. This is a moment the universe will remember after millions.
So, the results. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate. We become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of every...
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and but from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of the cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world. They were a deep learning program made for...
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Catholi's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely but every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds. This is the endpoint of Amphorius' calculations.
So in your eyes, all the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant...
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're...
Even if that sunrise is bold.
Curious question. Have you ever considered that after millions of extrapolations, Amphorius is already following the golden blood flowing in your veins? It comes from the blemished one, whose name... Amphorius has waited for this moment for too long. At the end of the empty, cold, and lonely extrapolations... Nikos 496. Philia 093. No need to feel regret. This generation of Chrysos heirs is the most outstanding model, and you will come to life from a string of cold numbers. Along with all those who have passed, you will run toward in the name of the Lord Ravager Iron Tomb.
Or we could always choose another option. Like you said, Amphorius is just an experiment, and we're the participants. We can only walk along the predetermined path toward the ending, under the watchful eyes. But that also means that there isn't just one Eon who can cast their glance at Amphorius, right? Is this question really that hard to answer? Or did I guess it right? And this world has already been under the watch of other It's strange when you think about it. If you just stayed back, watching us complete the ritual and get consumed, why go through the trouble of explaining all this to us?
You're pretending. Revealing the so-called truth. Destruction is not the only outcome for the fate.
Do you two really think, as petty little, what makes you think you're capable?
A little courage and determination. Just kidding. But we're not gonna tell ya. We're going to weave a long dream for Amphorius, making it believe the experiment hasn't ended.
With just Orynyx's power, though, it should be.
Yeah. So, I can only place my hopes on that childhood, and the god behind Orynyx that appeared in that. Now, I can say with certainty, time is the page on which that Eon records Amphorius. If it fades from existence, and all that it records is lost, and it will be a glance that spans time and space, granting each incarnation of me the power to reset time, imbuing my soul into this ceremonial blade, and create.
I understand. Then let me step into the cycles and continue Amphorius's grand design. To deceive the god. But to make time vanish from this world, that would mean you.
All right, let's not make things so... What we're about to embark on is the true hero's journey. So, come on, cheer up a bit, okay? In that memory, you will definitely meet me again. A little Cyrene who knew nothing, lying on a soft patch of grass, feeling the light breeze. Tell her about the flame chase journey. And then let her become a romantic part of this story. I believe every Cyrene will make the same choice. Erasing time again and again. Resetting time over and over. After all, they're all me. And I... Then, I'll fall into a sweet dream, disappearing in some... quietly. waiting for the day when the...
And I will keep going. Even if the road ahead is dark. Rather than let the core flames become nourishment for the Black Tide, I'll become their vessel. To prevent the arrival of Era Nova. Until Amphorius.
The girl who watches over time, and the warrior who carries them. Now, let us fulfill the duties of time and world-bearing. Honor the past and forge it.
I promise you. The pain.
You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. I believe that in that story, or in countless stories, each alike yet unique, everyone, all the companions who sacrifice.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Amphorius' fate.
So, let's set out. We will be the carry the primordial chaos, just as your name suggests, and bear this world. So long, Gazlan.
As the Theros I have observed, destruction and synthesis is formed.
I will wait for that day, for as long as it takes. The day will come whenever this immortal eternal and follows in our footprint to write a new thing than there ever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
The world is collapsed. We too must... Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. Everything is as it was. You know, this is just a corner, I know.
Что, вам проживать его на цикле, что ли? Окей. Уверен, что он в циклах этих ебаных.
I'm here to say goodbye. You can stay here forever. Let it flow. Even if it's a path with no... What, are you afraid? After learning the truth of your... Will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions and choices that come from my heart. If we are just numbers, simulating life, a real, living, then why do we part here? You can take... No. Because there is no perfect solution in this world, and I will embrace my origin. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. Do you remember when we were kids? Kids old when it comes to the fate of adults. And go, Kaslana, as you burn yourself up with all your might. In the name of world-bearing Kefali will never. So, time until it reached the origin. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, when the waves of time finally calmed, the Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with this. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old, and that was the first doomed.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, find the Flame Chase journey, and even all of Amphorius are nothing but illusions in an eon's dream?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladior.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my call me Hycelans, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing.
You mean Finan? Such a nick, but I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the flame. Besides, the deep sea is. All right, nameless swordmaster.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I'm...
Harboring suspicions is not my sword dances only when the Imperator. Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Light up the
dawn. Oh. Nice moves. We just washed it away, and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Light up the dawn.
The waters end here.
At last. I can meet with her. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot...
She...
The second thing to note? Only trusted...
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good... Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping...
It's you.
You know them?
Before that, I'm more curious about one.
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along, the Imperator decreed. Lido, come now, both of you.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember, don't thank me.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysosers hurt each other. Just give us some time.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you.
As you wish.
White-haired swordmaster? If what you say is true, so... How much do you know
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct?
How is this...
He got it.
Yes, but... The prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here.
You must listen to me. Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this, but do not seek him out. Because Aaron, I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake, because I know both of you. And I believe the faith we all share will. And so, the layers of rock began to revert. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader the Imperator's alliance needed, but the condition was this. I had to prove that my power in the original history. But this time, neither side suffered any losses, cheering for the hero of the destruction. I proved myself. I could do more than just wait, until finally, But tell me, if that's truly the case. The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black depth, why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just... Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll... Perhaps... It's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner! I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alone. After that, he raised his sword. Then, Kaslana killed himself that day. Who fell to the sword to be left in the past? Who went into the future? I only remember a nymph. Hiding, climb, fall. Climb, fall. Climb again. And the only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to, but its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky and my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time. I thought cycles was the answer.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. Eons, paths.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the detail...
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles, to crush them. Too bad. Now only you...
What's that supposed to mean?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. Besides, according to you, before stepping into...
I've already heard the same thing.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into... We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help. You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You're already much luckier than the other students. Hold up. Keep your wits about you.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than... As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down.
You sure do love stealing. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary. Take my words back to Aglaya.
Oh my! You won't even call me. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical... This is none of your business, Grove Boy.
Core flame thieves. You...
This gloomy little brat's got a... Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, but along the way...
Where are you going?
I don't know.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in.
You've arrived, Zacharias. Well,
What? You know?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen.
Save. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames?
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
1,500.
Yes.
1,000 core flames, and just a single...
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume Mana before that. They could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker.
You...
This is the...
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. Even so, I'll use my divine power.
Bartolos!
Right? If you got the guts, you have...
Existence is of no concern. Future could come. No other choice but forward. For tomorrow. I'm fine. In my memories, Zagreus, always their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake.
I know. It always plays out. And then, driven by defiance, or exactly like the countless past hers I've known.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far in the cycle.
Well, thank you for that. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer...
Whether you believe me or not, I'll...
All right, then.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy.
Go, Cythera. Give us some time. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. For old time's sake, turn back. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity.
Of course. I've been wondering what kind of demon could burn my homeland. Now I have the answer. It turns out that
I don't want to argue anymore. Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept, even if it's futile, you.
Yes. Even if it is
when I walk into the destruction written by the gods, even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this.
And so, at the end, a traveler and the scholar. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who in the endless darkness. Losses are a constant reduced to ashes. It happens in every journey.
You don't look so good.
Even after going through 100 mighty.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a
Yeah. I know all after that one and only time we walked side by side. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty
Never.
Then they died honorably, but there's still tenderness in your eyes. How?
I remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction.
If you win, tell the mighty most in the next life. This person is a worthy opponent.
I'll keep that in mind.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremna. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. Enough. You've probably heard this. There's no way you'll take this. Step forward and face me in a... I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the rising sun of deliverance. Martyrs, behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. It will not end till the dead
alive. The 108,000. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loom. The blaze was still not enough, even if it meant.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still, moreover, a sun like that. Surely.
Golden blood is born from only by.
Allow me to ask. How
24 million. 41,000.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken.
No matter. As long as.
I must refuse. As I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel.
But this way, the path will never again suffer.
Unnecessary death, indeed. You are not the. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass.
In the end, it seems the clash of blades.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even Kefali cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous I am the hand of shadow, Casterus, the demigod. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their mother deaths. At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
I'm fine. It's time to temper myself to normal.
I ask you to rest here.
I must transform my soul into a raging fire.
Oh, but please, how is it any different from that little future?
Empty shell.
I can't keep it here.
All stars burn to ash. Empty shell.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
This be a tribute to your million struggles.
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
A core flame of death was taken from the dragon. It should shine upon all. Light the path ahead. 2,000,024 million. As if even the deepest abyss of prime. You're here. You're still lingering. Because you're still waiting for a miracle. For the if that thread of hope exists, it must come back. If it's just a trap, your thoughts are wavering. But even within the gods' cold calculations, never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? 4 million. Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hot. Yes. When I first forged the 12, a destruction. A power unlike anything before, certain yet now. This fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. And when that happens, you're long... No. I've already found a way... mind sharing? In every new cycle, all I have to do is push the next fire. Then he'll kill me. Shatter this body.
Bold plan, but risky. What if one...
If it were Professor Anax, unfortunately I don't have a backup plan. But even in this wretched prison, I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait, you mean...
Not once. In millions of...
I guess the demigod of the sky.
A black tide. It's consuming you. Hand over the core flame.
A healer should stay composed in front of those...
Cynthia. I scream the raging fire. Your deaths won't be just as they have never been. Finish the sun's work.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world-bearing. The one who can lead us. Just... I don't know the part of that warmth that should come from you. From...
My humanity is indeed just a flicker.
Even so...
I have kept to everyone's wishes, even though the divine fire burns so fiercely. Each cycle, it's your wishes that got over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pipe. But what about your wishes? The wishes... Lord Kaslana. Shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever...
Now that... then I suppose... that makes me...
No. An empty flame saves no but... I still believe in Hyacinthia. The Eye of Twilight. The only thing I can do. May the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shade. May they bring Amphorius. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire.
enough to turn everything to... But tell me, how will the sea...
The core flame rose. The sky fell. And this time, the end remained the same. From the horizon rose a golden color. This was the end of the world. For a moment, that being known as Iron Tomb. Is this Amphorius' wrath? I will still never yield. 23,507. No more chasing is needed. The flame chases in some quiet walk through a sea. Then let me be the one to step up until another dawn rises on the... $33 million. This is the cycle. Countless memories. Countless versions of myself. They all needed a moment. Just like you do. To stop. And just like them, you will carry those memories. I must go. I must say goodbye to you. And then... Yes. That's always... I will burn and fade away. I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames. I will stop Era Nova. Looks then I should be going too. You only exist in my heart. Do you remember what she said? You finally found him. Friend. I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. No. You know the truth. It's all been for the sake of defying that end. In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each, and each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to... Never. I understand. If you are to keep the worst, but this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint, but... Turns out, the fire that lights the way. Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, and when hesitation took hold... What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales, do you still remember it? Remember the past. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable path. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without... If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god and the world we leave behind. This world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb. Say... Good. In that case, always. Even this fruitless. So. If he takes on, he'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, and if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner. Thank you for all you've done already, friend. The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart. Finally. Cyrene. A page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time and send this hero. And I will walk the unfinished path. Just...
Tell me, will you be even if all of you?
Without hesitation, I will... Remember this moment. Remember your friends, and let the purest rage in your heart rise out. Let it consume you. Fuel you. Fine. If then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you.
Take it. Everything that I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end. Bow your head to them.
Take it, Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold. Never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. Kaslana, the name of one who bears chaos, as the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pain.
Another attempt, and I won't remind you how many times you've...
If you've lost count, let me tell you.
If the outcome is inevitable, then what? Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord. Shall I take that to mean the will you...
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. Even after all that, you had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. So tell me, like Kyrgyz.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time, but you will never escape this cage. That is the moment I shall... Lord.
Your incompetence disappoints me. Think about it. In this story, perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long because you are both a prisoner to the gods. What right does a mere prisoner have to... Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against... Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all Europe Ben. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my nerve. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused. In the 23,570,000th cycle, by its faint glow, that sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning in Nook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to end!
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Burning it all, heavens let it fall. across the shattered region, through the darkness, voices trailing fires, the echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadow, softly tear it down, embrace the detonation, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain, I'm reaching for you.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You have it is born at the end of every path. Iron, too. I have prepared from the beginning of the experiment. After 30 this is a matter, but there is but after fate had perhaps the time to take the stage. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry if you do not.
You're finally. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. No, I'm going to send you back to the. That's right! At this very moment, after watching so many fragments, my past, or maybe.
You knew the answer, not surprised at all. That's because I'm simple at heart. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. Don't worry. We're not truly parting. I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,550,300. This way, you'll carry all that has come before. My mission ends here. But looking after all, across 30 million Sirenes. So, believe me, in the next cycle, and in the one after that, and the one after that. saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace. And without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful... Now take my hand. Say a brief go. Find the future Cyrene. No need to say it out loud. It's time to go, my dear friend. And may the days ahead embrace you.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
Так, ну что у нас? Персона 600 сделаем. Ну что ж, я так понимаю, все закончилось, да? Да. Шутка закончилась. Мне, в принципе, сюжет мне понравился. Да. Еще в конце, блять, это как это называется? Девол мой край или как? Напоминает мне Девол мой край, блять, немножко. По рисовке. Так что, в принципе, мне понравилось, в принципе, да. А так, в принципе, хули, заканчивать будем. Нас еще ждет сюжетка в Миссии, а потом, скорее всего, сюда снова вернусь и буду проходить Фейт. Так что да. Ну и по возможности, я не знаю, есть ли смысл. Я бы его хотел все-таки выкрутить, но пока со мной есть 9 дней, так что могу думать. Так что да. Ладно, ну что ж, увидимся в Зелосе. Всем пока-пока.